Yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Monster Mo. I'm here with the homie SP. This that Just Talk Real Talk, the place for real thoughts and real talk. Where we talk real talk, you dig? So, we got to get into this. This is what's going on today, right? I thought the whole Big Meech saga was over, right? You got
Never.
Big Meech. Yeah, you got
Mm-hmm.
Big Meech. He was almost cleared today because you had Sean G, who's been covering, this whole situation every day, reading paperwork and all type of stuff like that. Well, you had Sean G today say Big Meech did not do third-party cooperation because the Northern District of Georgia doesn't allow it. Now, if you listen to that closely, right, it's a specific region. He said the Northern region, or the what did he say? The Northern
Or the region
the
of
Northern
Georgia.
District
Northern
of
District.
Georgia doesn't allow it. So that's a specific thing. When it comes to
Mm-hmm.
Big Meech, right? Before we get into any clips, when it comes to Big Meech, this is a federal kind of thing going on. So it don't matter what state, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was touching mad different states. When it comes to information is information. Like the Fed's gonna go over whatever. There's mad stipulations when it comes to this court and paperwork. This is why I say myself, I don't really read and go into that paperwork shit. Like niggas say, yo, if a nigga ain't in the paperwork, no. I look at if a nigga told or something and then he get up on camera, I can see from there whether the nigga is telling the truth or not. It's an uncanny thing about me that I could look, see if a nigga telling the truth or not. So my speculation is whether the nigga name is in the paperwork or not, I feel like the nigga did some type of telling. He did something because if you think about Tammy knowing this information and knowing this and knowing that, she had to get that from Meech or some type of way. Like I don't know, that's what I feel, bro. What you think about that? Like
I think
far
he
as
cleared. I think he cleared, man, because I had shout out to the homie Sean G and shit. He
mm-hmm,
repping Jersey, you know what I mean? And this ain't no being biased towards Jersey, because
mm-hmm,
like you said, like he one of the main people that's doing the paperwork party on Meech and shit. And from his reaction video today, I seen the headline. I was looking, I was like, is that a typo? And he was dead serious. I had watched it and shit, and he had apologized and everything because he did fed time before. He did fed time
mm-hmm.
for tax fraud and shit like that, but he still did fed time. And I think Meech is clear, bro. I think it's over and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's over. I think 50 was well, we gonna get into all that and shit, but no, I think he cleared though. For
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Like, far as me, I respect Sean G and all that. Even his articulation, even his video that he just put up. But a lot of people, like, I'm looking around outside of his video. A lot of people were saying, "Yo, you shouldn't have apologized," or "You apologized for no reason," or you know what I'm saying, "You didn't really do it." Some people were saying that Sean G got pressed. Now, I F with Sean G from the calisthenics. You know what I'm saying? He lit off
I
the
spent,
videos now, but we know him from calisthenics and all that. We work out and
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
But I respect Sean G, but I don't know, man. They saying somebody might have pressed him. This is why he apologizing. That's why I can't really
Mm,
go through that paperwork because I'm gonna be real. I don't understand no 32 pages of court jargon. I'm gonna be
mm-hmm.
real. I would never read that. Even if I had it in front of me, I would still be talking to a nigga and I'd be like, "Yo, son, before I even read this, like, keep it real. Like, I'm not gonna read them to waste my time if you got some shit in your mind and you know you did bad. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of nigga I am.
I
But
ain't go
yo,
front. I read paperwork on the street and shit. When niggas was presenting paperwork on the street, I read it. I read like five niggas paperwork and shit because I had to see for myself. Like you can't be like,
uh,
yo, I got the paperwork on such and such. Like I'm not just gonna take your word for it. Like I'm
yeah.
gonna be right there on the block
Mm-hmm.
reading paperwork. I done did it plenty of times and shit. So I gotta see for myself. You can't just tell me something. I gotta see for myself.
I
Yeah.
got you. Well, the main thing today, right, was them saying that there's a lot of people coming at Sean G. They saying, "Yo, you apologize." The main thing today is Sean G. basically kind of cleared Big Meech's name. So we're gonna play a clip from, like two clips from Sean G. and see what he's talking about.
That there is no third party cooperation in the Northern District of Georgia. In the Northern District of Georgia, there is no third party cooperation as it relates
You hear it,
to
Mo?
drug trafficking or drug dealing or whatever. Point blank and frank, there is no third party cooperation in the northern state of Georgia.
Now, what he's saying is might be facts. It's a definite. The blase blah, the Northern District of Georgia does not do third party cooperation. But what a lot of people are saying is That's the second indictment of BMF members that got indicted in Atlanta. It was like 16 members. Big Meech had a case before that, which was in Michigan. So that the whole Georgia this, Georgia that has nothing to really do with Big Meech. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So although what Sean G is saying is true, that the Northern District, but it has nothing to do with Big Meech. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that was him basically saying there's no third party giving the information on that. This is him apologizing, and this is what a lot of people is, you know, looking at Sean G like, yo, damn, you were covering this, you were standing on with your whatever you standing on, but now you changed up your mind after doing multiple videos and getting mad views.
So you thinking that that what he's saying, like what he just said right there, is because of niggas possibly put the pressure on him.
Mm-hmm. Like some shit like, yo, clear this shit up some type of way, homie. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. Like he ain't really off of it. Like he don't really believe what he's saying and shit.
That's
like it may be some true type shit. He just because he probably got pressure put up on him and shit. You know what I mean? Like to me, like I've been watching Sean G. I chopped it up with him a few times over the phone and shit, over the calisthenics shit. That's where we know him from. So I you know, like I don't know him personally. You know what I'm saying? I never thugged out with son or anything like that. I don't know nobody that could vouch for him. But knowing what I know from him off this online shit, like I don't know, he don't strike me to be that person that you could press and whatever. You know what I mean? You could phone call like, yo, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do this and that to you type shit. He don't strike me to be that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you never know though. You never know behind.
Yeah, you never know. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, son. Like shit get real. I done posted a video the other day. I had to talk to Harlem Legend about some shit. Niggas Harlem was on my ass for a video I posted. I'm not gonna lie. Not even on my ass. I ain't go down. I'm going down next weekend, but it's like, yo, I wouldn't even knew if I ain't talked to Harlem Legend. Like some serious shit. And I kind of knew it while I was making a video, like some Gorilla Stone, some blood shit. Like, you feel me? And it's like, it's too close to home. It's Harlem. It's Gorilla. It's blood. It's like, niggas talk to Harlem. Yo, your man. You feel me? And I'm gonna keep it real. I've been going to anger management. I'm not on that type of time where I'm gonna provoke a crash out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what nigga for me to kill a nigga or for him to get put out, I'm not even gonna do that. It's not even worth it. I'm not even getting paid on the channel. So I set the video down. But my thing is, once I do through a third party, speaking of third pardy, once I talk to a nigga through third party and it's established through there, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. So when I go to Harlem, you feel me? I already did my due diligence. Don't just leave me alone, niggas out there. You heard?
It's over. It's a wrap.
But yo, look. So that was Sean G explaining about the the district not allowing 30 party. This is Sean G apologizing.
Now, I need to apologize to everybody out there because I think my very first video that I did on this case, when I was just coming off of what I was hearing, right? Didn't know what I was talking about. I came out and I said that, did Meech do third-party cooperation? I even put that in the description title. This is the very first video. Because this is what I heard from everybody else. So I need to apologize for that, for speaking something that I didn't know nothing about. Because I was not coming from the paperwork at that point. And
body language is different. Body language is different.
SP, my nigga. That's why I fuck with you, SP. I was just about to say, yo, we had that video of Sean G speaking about body language. The nigga body language different. The nigga outfits is different. I mean, he was on that like the little top hat with the little shirt. That was his joint. But why you change up now with this message is crazy. Like we said, the nigga Sean G spoke about body language. I wish I had the clip, and I don't got the clip up here, but that's real ish. Your body language shows, homie. It shows, man.
His face expression, the way his tone of voice type shit, and then he was like, everybody was saying, "Why did you say that?" You know what I'm saying? But I'm a stay firm on it. I mean, he don't strike me like
as
like
it's that too. Like we could say, yo, somebody could have pressed him, but also a nigga could have thought he read something wrong or did something wrong, and he just coming to his own recognizance and saying, yo, maybe, because niggas don't really. I'm gonna be real. There's some people out here that don't really like calling niggas rats. I don't really like calling niggas rats. Or snitch. My thing be, if you did something bad,
if it's not 100, if it's not 110%,
yeah, especially that's another thing. But my thing is, if you did bad, then you should like be truthful about it. And that's when niggas will respect you. But if you know you did bad and you just straight lying, like, like I ain't do, if you know you sat in a room with people and wrote this statement and that statement, and you could get up there and say, I don't know what you're talking about. Like what? And fight like that's like it's a character flaw, a bad character flaw. You heard? But like I said, we don't know if We don't
behind
know. We
things.
just speculating on the information we got. So you got Sean G explaining that shit. You got Sean G apologizing, which people got mad at. So we got Dogface Media, right? He had a whole live today, spoke about Sean G, but he didn't disrespect him. But he was saying he don't agree with Sean G. Now look at what Dogface Media is saying, right?
He says that Big Meech could not have cooperated because the Northern District of Georgia doesn't allow it. Hey, Sean G, what does the Northern District of Georgia have to do with Big Meech? Big Meech's case was not in front of the Northern District of Georgia. That was the second indictment. Big Meech got indicted with T on the first wave, and that indictment was brought by the Eastern District of Michigan, Southern Division. They are the controllers of that case. Simple as that. So when you're saying, and when you did say that he couldn't have done it because they don't allow it, that's not true, because they're not the governing body. They're not the governing judicial body over Big Meech and his indictment. The Northern District of Georgia indicted 16, 17 more BMF affiliates a couple years later.
2007. See that? You see what he's saying right there?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
where homie from? Where homie from? He from Detroit.
I think he's from Detroit. But yo, look, you see what he's saying? Not only that, like that Georgia shit has nothing to do with Big Meech's initial indictment. Not only that, he's with the feds. The feds they go over states and all that. They don't care about your stipulations or whatever like that, your rules. Nigga, I feel like the feds could get shit from any state, don't matter where you at. When it comes to information on niggas like Suarez and what's his name? Cuddy, what's his name?
Yeah, Cuddy. Cuffy.
Like niggas like Cuffy, that's niggas that's selling weight and all that. They don't care where they get the information from. It's information to take these niggas down. It's not nothing gonna stop them from getting that information. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a bitch like Tammy Cohen's, who's this bitch is big in snitching. Cause niggas are saying like, yo, for a female to be around niggas and hustlers and all that, you will have no fear. It's because I'm a rat. I got the DEA, I got the CIA, I got the FBI behind me, like, so that's why she can mingle in. So you got shit like that, but I forgot where the hell I was at, but yeah, this is crazy.
With the snitching shit, with the whole government, they could
the whole government is like
everything. Take over all 50,
they could snatch up anything. But now I'm gonna play another thing from a female that popped up and pulled up on Dogface Media, and she broke some things down too as well. So let me let this play real quick before we get up out of here.
Tell us what's going. Sean G came down and he said that Big Meech is cleared from, and he did not third party cooperate because the Northern District of Georgia does not adhere to, subscribe to, acknowledge third party cooperators. Tell us why that's not accurate by Sean G.
Well, because Cuffy was indicted in St. Louis. He was not indicted in Georgia. The only portions of his case that had anything to do with Georgia was Tammy and Cromer. And Cromer originally wasn't even interested in Cuffy. This is why I got off the camera so y'all can hear me without distraction. But Cromer wasn't even interested in him. And it wasn't until that August 5th phone call when Cromer had to call the St. Louis DEA and tell them about what was going on between Fidel and Cuffy, because he was there with Tammy, listening to her hook them up and plug them up about the truck that was full of dope. He called the St. Louis DEA, and that's how they got involved in the case, and that's how they ended up signing affidavits. The affidavit for Cuffy's wiretaps came from St. Louis, not from Georgia. So all of this third-party cooperation in the state of Georgia has nothing to do with Cuffy and what we're talking about right now. And even if you want to play devil's advocate, there's still questions that need to be answered. Why were you in the hole while all of this was going down? Let's start there. Then let's ask, so when you was told that she was snitching, why you didn't say nothing then? Why you didn't snatch that life right and all that other stuff back? Why haven't you said anything to Cuffy family? Why haven't you even said, damn, my bad, I was pillow talking with this chick and I was telling her stuff thinking I could trust her and I got you jammed up. Damn, can I do anything to help you? Where's that? There's none of that. There's no remorse. There's no nothing from him except for silence speaking loud. But what Sean G is talking about has nothing to do with Cuffy at all. And like you guys were just saying, Meech, his indictment is in Detroit. It's in Michigan. It's in the state of Michigan. In 2007,
hold on.
Those indictments that came down out there in Georgia, that had Beverly and Daryl and Blue, and I believe Wu caught his out there as well. And they had
we get the gist of what she's saying, right? So basically, this upload right here is basically it's more about Sean G. Was Sean G correct when he said that, you know, the third party? He was correct about that, but does it have anything to do with Meech? What you think about that, SP?
I think it do, man. I think Meech is in the clear and shit because our prophet, he a nigga that study mad gangsters, especially coming out of Detroit and shit like that. He been doing this for ever since YouTube was around, even before YouTube and shit. And from what I like, the documentaries and what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing about Cuffy, his brother, his family, they ain't no joke, bro. Like they some real live catching body type of dude. You know what I'm saying? So, and Meech been knowing son since '91, been eating at the same table with his family. So to line him up with the feds, it's like, you know, you putting not just yourself, but your family life in danger. You know what I mean? Like Cuffy got bread.
But look, when it comes to the paperwork, allegedly his name is nowhere in the paperwork. So he probably did some Sly Fox slick shit to a nigga that he know is getting that money.
Yeah, that's why they saying it's third party and shit. Yeah, I mean,
you know
third party, my name ain't going to be on the paperwork. Yeah, I mean, that's why they.
Yeah,
that's why
so
they saying that.
If he would do that, he would do that, not think about Cuffy, no retaliation. He would do that through Tammy, get the nigga locked up, and he won't know until a couple years later, till we get the paperwork and he said, yo, Big Meech, and he started coming out with the Big Meech stuff. SP, what you think about this, right? This is how I look at shit too as well. That's why I say I don't really need no paperwork. You got Big T, right? Big T, Southwest T. He came out of jail. We don't hear. I'm hearing a little shit, but we don't hear. Southwest T did this. Southwest T did that. Now Meech come home. Meech come home. So your name shouldn't be mixed up in certain things if you wasn't a part of certain things. So look at the two brothers, Southwest T and Meech. Why Southwest T come out first and nobody said nothing? Now when Big Meech finally make it to the streets now, and before he even made it to the streets, Cuffy said this shit years ago, but nobody paid it no mind. 250, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man.
But not the Southwest T shit. That was because of the COVID. They said because he was locked up. You know what I'm saying? He only had one fight, so he ain't have no points in the feds, and he was doing the programs, and let alone because of the COVID shit, and he got pardoned with the with Trump. You know what I'm saying? So with the COVID and the Trump and shit, mad dudes was getting released early because of COVID. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
The Trump situation helped them get out too. You know what I'm saying? Let them know those is two different worlds and shit. You talking about a flashy nigga and a nigga that rather play the cut. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I never thought about that though. Yeah, you don't hear nothing about Southwest T at all. Even still right now, you don't hear nothing about T. I wonder what he think about this shit.
Yo, me too. That'll probably be for another upload. Yo, SP, I appreciate you, man. It's that Just Talk Real Talk with Monster Mo and SP. You heard? We in the building. Don't get caught slipping. And stay your ass off that social media, man.
Yo, you know I never wore those, but feel like I'm putting on those 40B lows. It's a war, yo. Shit you wear when it come and it's cold. Got the juice and it's really coming from the soul. Rockin' red, yelling bees up was one of those. Monster Mo will make you bleed from your fucking nose. My creepy, fuck with me, show me something that's cold. Man, fuck that game talk, I'll get some of them hoes. I gotta motivate, I cannot stay up in the same place. I can't just follow everything some games say. I feel like in my time back in the day wasn't no play. It always was a robbery on payday. I carry guns or a knife. The bitches have mace spray, and why don't do no drive-bys with an AK? Whoever pop the shit don't hate on me, I just say they gay. Never say that shit up in my face, okay?